Why'd you leave me on the floor?
I'm running like a life, yeah. Never cheat, never lie. Never put no one above you. I gave you space and time. Now you're telling me you miss it, and I'm still on your mind. We were one in a million, and love is hard to find. Do you stay or pray, just so you don't dream? Every time you live such a lie, I want you to feel me. I want you to feel me. Every time you
not one for two.